Outside, the landscape flickered by, all perception of time forgotten, any green coated in a thin layer of dust, leaching away all primary colours, leaving only pastel shades.
I was left in shock by this fantastically different world. The great dry plains with their scrub and thorny trees, the burning light, the flamboyant people in their wildly coloured clothes, the crammed market stalls.
As sun sets on their first long day of travel, they catch the last ferry to Djenné, the famous ancient mud-built town. The group becomes the only hope for a fresh-faced, die-hard trinket salesman.
Best quality, good price. I am Mr. Good Price. Here is best quality, good price. I am Malian. I come from Mali, in Djenné.
We're in Djenné, and it's amazing.
10 hours on the road, tired and hungry. It's starting to sink in how blessed their lives at home in Wales are.
It's just a very different way that people live, and you can't help but make comparisons to ourselves and think, God, we have it all and we don't even realise it.
Djenné is a World Heritage Site, and its mosque is the largest mud-built structure on the planet. Concrete is illegal here. Djenné is seen as a sister city to Timbuktu, and they are both connected by the River Niger and its trade routes. The group, on a tour of the town, are in search of inspiration. Now their thoughts need to become words, and those words need to become writing. Their mentor, Tom, suggested they incorporate words in their surroundings.
The architecture here is absolutely amazing. Like the fact that they build everything with just like natural like mud, anything, it's crazy.
Djenné. Dust, mud, nothing else. Ancient monuments of ancestors battle with the elements. Everlasting, cracked mud, so fragile.
The eyes of history seem to be bearing down on Djenné. Seemingly raised from the earth surrounding, the town is old and tired, and lives from the prospers of its former glories, but thrives on its indisputable beauty.
In 1996, a French magazine held an inappropriate photo shoot inside the mosque, upsetting the imams. Ever since, it is forbidden for all non-Muslims to enter, so the group has to make do with a view from a nearby terrace. The mud bricks ensure the buildings are cool inside, but outside, there's no escaping from the sun's heat.
It is winter and it is unbelievably hot. It's something like 38 degrees. I couldn't imagine anything hotter, really.
I just suddenly felt like I was going to fall over, so I just had to sit down and got water on my head.
Ellie is surprised to see so many young children on the streets and not in school as they would be back home.
All these kids have to study the Quran, and they do that from about 6 to 7, and then very, very few of them get to go to French school after this. And so instead they have to go around and basically make a living for themselves, and they're 3 years old, but they're just the sweetest little kids, and they just love to have their photo taken and just be, they like to be filmed like everyone else.
With so many surfaces to use, they find a creative way to graffiti without causing offence.
Because you can't do any graffiti on these walls. Made of mud, so it's impossible. But back at home, there's lots of graffiti. So that's why I've written graffiti.
At the moment, I'm just trying to sum up my thoughts of this amazing place, and what else could I see today? What else is there left to see? Because I just feel like everything's on overload. My senses and what I'm feeling and what I'm seeing. This is really intense.
This is Ollie, Laura, Emma and Ellie's first proper stop since arriving in Mali, and it's a chance to reflect. It seems as if having time to experience African life has indeed ignited the creative spark. But there's no time to do much with it, as they still have a long drive ahead of them. 175 miles across sun-baked flatlands to Douentza.
Like everywhere you look, there's just flat, and there's like the odd bush and just grass and sand. It's vast.
You can see why it used to take people like years to get anywhere. What was it? Timbuktu, it took them 18 months from France.
We travelled through the heart of a desert. Time once again had vanished, and the isolation of a wilderness was curiously comforting.
After another 6 hot and uncomfortable hours in the Jeep, the group reached the end of the tarmac road, the small town of Douentza. From here to Timbuktu, it's all sand.
It's been quite a difficult couple of days in terms of in the writing, because there are so many ideas. It's just getting it all down, and you have to do it while it's fresh in your mind. There's so much stuff, it's quite overwhelming.
Mali hits you in the face, the heat, the searing heat. You can smell the dust, you can smell plants, and it's like, you can suddenly feel sand between your toes and things, and you can actually feel like you're in the land, and you're like, ooh, this is new.
As I was sat on the wall, a young